Black SIGIL, Blade of the Exiled. What tension, the strength of this game, is in the storyline. It feels like a really old-school Nintendo Entertainment System role-playing game, which is not a bad thing. It's got that top-down, small characters, you explore the outside world and then walk through towns and talk to people. Let's watch a scene of dramatic tension with very small characters. But I don't have magic! I can't even do simple card tricks. I'm making light of it, but it's actually a really nice story in this game. Whenever I see that much tension being acted out by small little characters, like 8-bit looking characters, it loses some of the effect, but actually you really get into the story and like the characters of this game. Let me read the introduction from the manual. In the world of Bella Lenora, where everybody wields magic, Kairu, who is your character, is the adopted son of Duke Avery, the only man without magical powers. Kairu, that is, not Duke Avery. A cloud of suspicion hangs over him as others remember another magicless man, Vi, the general who betrayed Bella Lenora years ago in the war against the evil curse bringers. You immediately empathize with your main character as everybody is a complete jerk to him because he doesn't have magic. Seriously, the abuse that this kid puts up with is incredible. These ignorant jackasses that surround him aren't even worth protecting. But he must have a good heart. You see, you just want to punch these people right in the nose or at least cut their head off. The scene at the beginning of the review that I showed you is the Duke, his father, he adopted him, locking him in a cave because he does not have magic and he's upsetting everybody else. Now, that's parenting. Let's move on to the gameplay. As you can see, this is a very straightforward, old-school style role-playing adventure game. There's an overall mission and storyline. There's side quests. You have lots of random enemy encounters, earn experience points and money with which you can buy armor and weapons, potions, and that kind of stuff. If you like the old-school style role-playing games, the old Phantasy Star games and Zelda and whatnot, you'll probably enjoy the overall gameplay and mechanics of Black SIGIL, Blade of the Exiled. The game doesn't have quite the flair and polish of some of the other games like this that have come out recently. It definitely seems more true to the old-school 8-bit style. As I said, I find the strength in this game to be in the storyline. As you wander around, you run into random encounters everywhere. It seems like there's just too many of them. It's like if you want to cross from one side of the screen to the other, you run into 3 random enemy encounters. Now, you can run away from them by holding down the B button, but that still takes precious time. As you may note from the menus, you can attack people with a standard attack, or you have all these combos and various other things that you can use. And as you play through the game, you of course learn all kinds of new tricks and skills and combos, and get other people to join your party, starting off with your sister, who accompanies you on your journey. It takes a little while to get used to their backgrounds. They're very flat. It's not apparent at times where you're supposed to go. 3D objects frequently get lost in the background. So there's actually steps in that one shot, but it took me a little while to even find them. The more you play the game, the more you get used to the art design and what the designers are doing. But initially, when you start walking through the cities, you realize there's places you can go that you never even suspected, just because it's not entirely clear what's a part of the screen that you can walk into, if that makes any sense. It's a creative game and has an imaginative environment and storyline. I like the story quite a bit, and the packaging says there's more than 30 hours of gameplay, hundreds of weapons, and hundreds of pieces of armor and all that kind of stuff. So there's lots to keep you busy here if you like the old school style role-playing games. It has some shortcomings, but on the other hand, it's kind of its charm too, that really old school 8-bit style that it does well. If you want to take a role-playing fantasy adventure on the go, Black SIGIL, Blade of the Exiled for the Nintendo DS is one to look at.